Welcome to Wrinkles Society of Hope. Wrinkles is a platform built for women to come and share their stories of wrinkles that they had to press through in order to become the women that they are today. Wrinkles stands for Women Rejoicing in Nourished, Courageous with a K, Life Encouraging Stories. Women who care enough to share. I would love for you to come and have an interview with me about your story that you would like to provide as motivation for these women, to provide encouragement for them to continue on and press through the wrinkles that they may have been going through. Now today, you are going to hear a story from one of these courageous women that is telling their wrinkle story. And if you enjoy her story, give her a thumbs up. And also hit subscribe so you can see the Wrinkles women that come every week to share their stories. I would love to interview with you as well. So come on and join the Wrinkles family, and I cannot wait to hear from you.
Thank you.
Hello, Wrinkles family. I have my friend here. We've been knowing each other and been dancing together. We danced together a long time ago. Can you introduce yourself to the Wrinkles family?
Amen. Good afternoon, Wrinkles family. I am Pastor Danny. It is truly a pleasure and a joy to be here today. I am a pastor, entrepreneur, a little bit of everything in the medical field. Love to serve the Lord. So,
She's an amazing woman. Amazing. I'm super excited to have you here today. We're going to jump right in because she's a busy woman as well. So, as you see, your beautiful face, there's no wrinkles anywhere, just smooth baby skin. But if you would get a wrinkle, how do you think you would feel about that?
I have to say, I know that on my face you don't see many wrinkles, but I've had some folds and wrinkles in my life.
Oh, okay. So nothing physical yet, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But in life, we do go through some emotional and spiritual and things, wrinkles. Can you share one of those situations, the wrinkles that you had to go through and had to press through in life?
Yes, ma'am. So in my life, I grew up just around drugs and alcohol and domestic violence. And in those things, in the midst of those situations, I always said, you know what? I'm not a product of my environment. Even though I'm going through these different things, I'm not a product. And so I thank God for always having his hand on me. And I thank God for just him being a source for me, for health and for everything. So he is just truly amazing.
Now, was that your neighborhood that you were in, that you had to go through all those situations?
Yes, ma'am. It was my neighborhood. It was my home. Violence, drugs, everything was all around me. But I thank God for my grandmothers who took me to church and who taught me about the Lord, and who took me to San Diego and ice skating and to the operas and the ballets. And I think that that really gave me a different outcome on life.
Oh, that's awesome. So that kind of helped you see that there was something different in life
Yes,
then?
ma'am.
So
Definitely.
did you have other than your grandmother, I mean, what about other friends or kids? Did you have that kind of support? Any other kids that were positive as well, or?
I love that question, ma'am. Actually, I was that kid. I actually, in my hood, I developed something called Love School. And I would gather the kids in my neighborhood and I would teach them about Jesus right on the side of my house.
Oh,
And I would
wow.
I would take snacks from my mom's house. I would use popsicle sticks and use arts and crafts. So I
Oh,
was that kid as a source of inspiration to my friends who were going through the same things I was going through.
that is amazing. And what inspired you to even start that? How old were you around that time?
I was like 11,
Oh, wow.
and and I knew that if I was seeing it in my home, I knew my friends as well were going through the same kind of things. And I said, Lord, just use me. Because God can use us at any age.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing to hear that such a young age that you are being used by God and was able to help other kids, not even knowing specifically which kids were feeling that way. You
Yes.
know, for you to be a tool to be used that way, that is amazing. And being so young, that is a huge testimony.
Amen.
And
God. God is awesome. He's my everything.
That's amazing. So, what would you tell that younger Danny at that time? What would you tell her that, if the things that you know now, what inspirational words would you give her to encourage her?
Yes, I would say keep moving forward. Don't look to the right or to the left. Don't look at your situation or your circumstance because God's not looking at that. He's looking at the heart within. And if you have a heart that is willing and in love with Him, He will do exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask, think, or dream. And that's what He truly has done. Even being just a kid in the ghetto, I always had dreams to travel the world. And by God's grace, I've been able to travel to Africa many times, Jamaica, Europe, Dubai. God has been so amazing and faithful.
That is amazing. Now, tell me, where were you born? Where were you raised? Where were you living when you were growing up?
South Phoenix. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Here in Arizona in South Phoenix.
yeah, I remember South Phoenix growing up. We're both Arizona girls. I'm a native. I'm from Eloy, Arizona, though. But I remember South Phoenix growing up, and it was a rough time back in the day. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And so to see that back then and where you are now and coming through that, that's truly inspiration for people here in Arizona. We are here in Arizona, and we want to inspire these young women and young girls that if you're going through some things in Phoenix, Arizona, Eloy, Pinal County, Maricopa County, Pima County, anywhere,
Yes.
we are a story that no matter where your foundation is, you can get through it and move forward and be successful because God can bring you through it all, right?
Yes, ma'am. I love
Yeah.
it.
So now the amazing woman that you are, the amazing things that you do, and all that you've come through, you got a T-shirt made, and if it had one word or phrase on it, what would that say?
It would absolutely say God can.
God can.
God can.
Awesome, awesome, and He truly can. And I know you've done so many things, and you're still doing things from that 11-year-old. So it continued on into your beautiful age now. How old are you now?
I'm 38. So I'm
Young.
almost 40. Yeah.
40 is the new 20, I tell people. So,
That's right. And you're fabulous. So
oh,
beautiful.
thank you.
You're
So, what
welcome.
amazing things are you doing now for your community, for people?
Yes, ma'am. So still dancing, still teaching dance, still working in the community, still working amongst, the homeless population, working with Africa and doing some different things there. We do have a foundation called Kuzi Funza, which is a Swahili for the Learning Foundation, where we send learning instruments and tools to children there. So we're just representing Christ in all that we do.
Oh, amazing. And you're a pastor at what church?
Yes, ma'am. We are the youth pastors at Carpenter's House of Worship in Avondale.
Awesome. So we'll have to send an invite for you guys to go and share at Avondale. Well, I don't know. Are you guys in church, or is COVID right now? Are you guys social
Yes, ma'am.
distance church?
Yes, ma'am. We're physically in church and also online as well.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll share some of that information with you all. But I so thank you so much for sharing with the Wrinkles family today. Beautiful woman and beautiful spirit, and a native of Arizona, and definitely showing that we can break through these boundaries, that we have to go through these hurdles that we have to tackle. God can bring us through, and we still shine and smile and go on and give back to others. That's so amazing.
Yes,
So thank you
definitely.
so much. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for having me. God bless
You're
you, Wrinkles
welcome.
family.
Bye, Rico.